Hello folks, welcome to my channel, DJ here, with a story which has really got to me. And I remember the original story, and I'm going to come to it, so don't worry. But what I'm talking about is what's going on in the UK when children are beaten and severely abused by immigrant families who believe in, wait for it, witchcraft. Yes, you heard it right, witchcraft, and the evil possession of children. So immigrant families from Africa believe in witchcraft, and they believe that children can be possessed and affect family life. So it's got to stop. We in Britain know next to nothing about it, as the National Health Service and the social services and the police spend thousands of pounds in order to deal with the consequences. Yet what is being done to stop it in the first place? Consequences, it's like dealing with the symptoms but not with the disease. Thousands of children. But let me say, in England, and I'm only talking about England, have been accused of witchcraft over the past decade, 9 years, according to new figures that have come alongside a film that was released last Monday, the 3rd of March, 2025. The faith-based abuse is a worldwide phenomenon, but experts found 14,000, I'll say that again, 14,000 social work assessments linked to witchcraft accusations since 2015, which is just less than 10 years. In the year running up to March 2024 alone, there were 2,180 assessments linked to witchcraft. In England, I'm talking about only England. The statistics are compiled by the National FGM Centre and come alongside a film. And the film is entitled Kindoki Witch Boy. Kindoki is spelled Kindoki. So it's Kindoki Witch Boy. I'll explain what Kindoki means in a moment. And it's telling the story of Marduk Yembe. He's now 33, but when his film based on his childhood, who was accused of witchcraft as a child growing up in North London and subject to exorcism. This release date also marks the 25th anniversary of the death, and this is the one I remember, of Victoria Climby. She was a beautiful child from Africa, and Victoria Climby, she was 8 years of age when she died, and she was tortured after accusations against her of witchcraft. Yembe hopes that the new film will encourage more of these children who are suffering behind closed doors to come forward. He said if the story like Kindoki Witch Boy had been around when he was a child, it would have helped him realise he was not alone. And this is the purpose of his film. Sorry, it gets to me listening to this. It really does. He said, I want this film to transform something that was bad into something good, to help other children going through the same thing. I hope children who are being accused will see that there is help out there and they can survive it. Kindoki, I said I'd explain it. Kindoki is one of several words used to describe the kind of witchcraft Yembe and Victoria were accused of, and it's alongside the terms like sucha and jijin, and the words I do recognise, juju and voodoo. Now, Victoria died 25th of February 2000, so 25 years ago, and was brought to the UK by her great aunt, Marie Theresa Kouakou, and she offered Victoria's parents a European education. But Victoria was killed after suffering prolonged and extreme abuse by Kouakou and her partner. They said she was possessed by evil spirits, and she was exorcised by a pastor and forced to sleep. Now, this is going to make me really emotional. She was forced to sleep in a bin bag, a black bin bag, in and on a freezing cold bathroom floor. At the time of her death, let's pause here. At the time of her death, get this, there were 128 separate injuries that were found on her burned and malnourished body. The doctor who dealt with this, said it was the most horrific case of child abuse he had ever seen. Let me have a break here for a moment. Get this. She had come into contact with several health and social services, care services, in the months before her killing, and Cuso and her partner were jailed for murder in 2001. Her death led to the Child Protection Services overhaul. It took a death for them to overhaul the child services. It's still not right, but they're doing their best, I suppose. But it's alarming that this child was beaten, burnt, and starved, and left in a bin bag on the kitchen floor to sleep. And social services, child services, did nothing about it. Yembi and Victoria were born just weeks apart from each other and lived just a few miles from each other in North London. Yembi was sent to the UK at the age of 8 by his father from his home country in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Nothing democratic about the Republic of Congo, by the way. After his mother died, to be looked after by relatives. Like many other children facing witchcraft accusations, Yembi was scapegoated. Now get this. Scapegoated for causing health and financial misfortunes to his relatives. How can an 8-year-old come into the country and be accused of causing misfortune for his relatives and ill health? It's absolute nonsense. These people seem to believe it for some reason. They will not accept that their financial misfortunes was their own fault. They have to blame someone, so they blame an 8-year-old little boy. Social services team became concerned about him because of the extended family said they wanted to send him back to the Democratic Republic of Congo for an exorcism. Unlike Victoria, he didn't experience physical abuse, but social services placed him with a foster mother who supported him for the next decade. He thrived in her care and now works to support young care leavers. The film, directed by Penny Wardcock, this is the film I was talking about, was shot over a period of just 9 days, and it uses a mix of professional actors and non-professional actors. A young boy called Jeriah Kibusi is playing Yembi as a child, and Fatimata B. Jella plays herself as his foster mother in the film, because she was his foster mother in real life, and she really helped him. Yembi and Victoria never met, but he said she was always on his mind while making the film. He said part of this film is for her. She didn't have a chance to make it. I want to keep her name alive. Now I want to tell you a number. The number for Childline, and you may remember the Childline from the Esther Ranson days. The number 0800 1111. So anybody who's knows of any child abuse and by immigrant families who tend to think that their child or somebody else's child is possessed by witchcraft, and ring that number. I'll say it again: Childline 08001111, or you can contact the National Service Protection of Cruelty to Children, and that's on 0808 800 500 0808 800 500 NSPCC. Now, for any of you that think I make these stories up, you can prove to yourselves that what I'm reporting is completely correct by contacting or looking in the news items from the NSPCC, because I got that story sent to me, I should say, by the NSPCC, the National Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Children. I'm a member, so please check for yourself if you don't believe me. But this is a very important thing, that immigrant families from Africa are abusing and even murdering children, accusing them of witchcraft when they have a financial or health problem. So bear that in mind, please. Now, if you like these swift, short, concise bulletins, then please press the like button and remember to subscribe, because I can't continue unless you subscribe, and I want to bring you this news. So please subscribe, and it doesn't cost you a penny. It doesn't cost you a cent. It doesn't even cost you a rupee. It's totally free. So just press the subscribe button, press the like button if you want to see some more, and your comments are very welcome. So don't be shy. Give us your comments, and until the next one. And these are coming fast and furious on different subjects which are important to the British people, to the English people especially. So please subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you at the next one coming very soon. Bye for now.